Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Chicago Cubs. The Cubbies have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. Jose Quintana will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's ERA. Any ERA under 4 is pretty good in this day and age of baseball when we have all these high-scoring, high-flying affairs. This guy knows how to pitch. He knows how to control the running game. And most importantly, he's not afraid to throw strikes. We'll see how he does in this one.
Stepping in, Scott Kingery. He will lead this one off today. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Now the 2-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Good spot for the change there, and that'll knock things up at 2-2.
Hey, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here. Try and dominate and execute a fastball in, and then get the guy sitting inside trying to be quick to everything, and then pull the string a little bit on a nasty changeup. Fastball
swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone on strikes to start the afternoon.
The left fielder, number 22, Andrew McCutcheon.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutcheon, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. Quintana isn't considered by many to be a power pitcher. He doesn't strike out a ton of guys, but he's usually very effective as starting pitchers go. One of those guys that uses his defense and makes the opponent put the ball in play.
Matty V, not all pitchers are going to be swing and miss guy. Even though this guy is a power pitcher, he pitches primarily down in the zone, and he looks behind him and he sees 8 fielders with the glove. He needs some help. He's not going to strike a lot of guys out, but he needs some help from his defense.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Drilled down the line, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
He wants that changeup back right there. Great arm action on that changeup. Hitter was just a smidge out in front.
Hit in the air to center field. Happ is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
That is third. The right fielder, number 3, Bryce Harper.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Now here's the pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. Zach Eflin gets the ball for Philadelphia in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
At the plate, Javier Baez, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Skied into straightaway right. On the move is Harper. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Batting second.
And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. What do you think they need to do to keep the winning streak a-rolling, D-Row?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing, and that's moving the ball over the fence. This is a station-to-station team. Not a lot of speed in this lineup, but they don't need much speed when they're moving traffic to both gaps.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Oh, my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? Into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot that time off the bat of Jason Hayward. Number 11 for him on the season, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
Now in the box, Chris Bryant. The season batting average comes in down in the 240s. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now look out as he's got to hit the deck here. It's ball 1. Dan, D-Row, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, they cannot allow that one run to deflate them. I know they haven't been playing well recently, but that's nothing in today's game. The way guys are hitting home runs at an epic rate, they just need to calm down and get on the offensive side of the ball.
And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he had. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Row, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
Liner in there for a base hit.
Hey, guys, he doubled up right there. Back-to-back sliders. Nice job by the batter right there. Just misses the first one, makes the adjustment, stays a little shorter, and drives the next pitch for a base hit.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, and you can see great numbers over the past few games. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Oh. 1 ball, no strike.
The 1-0 delivery. This is line to left, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Take a look at this again in slow motion. He tracks this thing all the way, gets his hands quickly through the zone, and just rips it down the left field line, just how they draw it up.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Head-to-head at the start of play against Zach Eflin. He's gone 2 for 5. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Bryant on second. Rizzo is over at first with 1 away. Now it's swing and a miss, and he's behind 1 and 2.
Well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
The 1-2. Fouled away. And he fouls this one off.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
Another 1-2 delivery. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Yeah, when you're almost hitting guys, that's a sign that you're a little bit too jumpy out there to start the game. So that's a good move by the guy behind the plate to just come out and talk to him and encourage him and settle him down a little bit.
Fastball well outside.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
And that misses for ball 1. Chopper right side of the infield. Hoskins has it. And they are not going to get him at first. He's aboard easily.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. He's carrying a batting average of just over 300, so clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. 1-1.
I kind of like the aggressive attitude right here. I know he's in a jam. What does he do? He goes to his best stuff, and that's the fastball.
Line to the right side. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Rhys Hoskins.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit softly on the ground to first. He's got it, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
The catcher, JT.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. Let's take a look at catcher Wilson Contreras. This guy has got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanchez, but in the National League. Nobody wants to attempt stealing bags on this guy, and brings a powerful bat to the lineup.
Into the box, JT Realmuto, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
The count now at 2-1. Here's the pitch. Line drive to left. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. Realmuto ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. And he's safe at the plate. We're all square at 1 apiece.
The fans are not happy, and I can't blame them. And inside the Parker on that hit, there's simply no excuse for that. And everyone in the ballpark knows it. We'll see if he can shake it off and get out of the top half of this inning.
Here's Didi Gregorius. He's hoping to break out of the slump he's been stuck in. Now here it comes. Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. Gone. Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 6th home run on the season for him, and it's given the Phils a 2-1 lead.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Here's Jay Bruce now.
The center fielder, number 9.
As he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat, it's strike one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a curveball. This one clocked at 78, and it's 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Stays alive, still 0-2. The pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Hayward has a read on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting 8, the shortstop, Josh Harrison.
Josh Harrison stands in 8 at-bats in the series. He's collected 3 hits. Lays off 1-0. Breaking balls in there that time. 1-1. Harrison, often known as J-Hay around the game. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Phillies 2 and the Cubs 1. In now, Nico Horner. He's driven in 4 runs on 4 hits to this point in the series.
The second baseman, Nico.
First pitch on its way.
Horner.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And gone. He tucked it just inside the foul pole to tie the game. So a solo shot down the line in left. Home run number 5 on the year. And with it, the Cubs have battled back to tie things at 2.
Well, when it left its bat, I didn't think it had the height to even clear the fence. Shows you how much I know. That thing was a laser shot that just kept going and going and going. Wow, that was impressive.
So now to the plate, Jose Quintana. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
And that brings up Javi Baez. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. It was a fly out for him to start the home first. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. One out, nobody on. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. And he makes the throw to first. Baez is retired, 2 down now.
Now batting, right fielder.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jason Hayward. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss on a pitch below the knees. 1 strike. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 home.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Popped him up. Real Muto over to his right. And the inning is over. But the Cubs draw even thanks to this solo home run. We've played 2, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Zach Eflin, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Zach Eflin.
And now a pitch on the way. Third inning underway now as a curveball misses here to start things out. It's 1-0. In for a strike. It's 1-1. A 1-ball, 2-strike count to the Phillies pitcher. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Souza is under it. 1 out.
The third baseman, number 4, Scott Kingery.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Scott Kingery. He was a strikeout victim to open up the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Bases are empty. 1 man out. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
He's had great command of his pitches all day. I don't mind him trying to go down right there and try and get a swing and a miss, but a nice job by the hitter to lay off that one in the dirt.
The 1-2 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about in double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
Takes this the other way to right. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Kingery isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. He comes across to score, as it's now a 3-2 ball game.
Now batting.
Well, that's a big at-bat right there. Not only does he get all the way to third on a triple, but he also drives in the go-ahead run.
Here's Bryce Harper now. Harper swings and sends a ball well hit out to right. Hayward looks up. Into the bleachers and out of here. A 2-run home run here for Bryce Harper. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game. We're watching an impressive power display today. With that one, these two teams have now hit a combined 5 homers in this game.
Matty V, this is turning into home run derby part 2. D-Row, 5 bombs already in this one.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. As he'll go after a curveball out of the zone to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Now back.
Digging in to try it again, JT Realmuto. And he made it exciting early on as he circled the bases with an inside the park home run his first time up. Pitch on the way. And he lays off there, 1-0. 3 runs already home here. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
2 balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
2 out, nobody on. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Oh, man, when you're struggling out there on the mound, it's like adding insult to injury.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's now 5-2 Philadelphia.
We're just about set to go here as the Cubs come to bat in the 3rd inning, and Chicago fans have been fortunate to watch one of the best offenses around this season. Entering the day, they are arguably the most dangerous group of hitters in baseball, as they rank 1st in the majors in both home runs and slugging percentage. Now, obviously, the home runs are a big part of the slugging percentage, but as one of the coaches told me, we've got guys in the lineup with dynamic skill sets. We've got plenty of power, but we've also got guys that will use the whole field and that can turn on the jets when they shoot one into the gap. Safe to say, this is a tough lineup to hold down, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Hot shot to 3rd and handled for the 1st out. So 1 away in the inning, and it's time to check out the standings in the National League East to see where the Phils find themselves entering play today. So 1 away here with the bases empty. And into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Fouled off. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Harper has a read on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A bouncer to the left side. Kingery's there. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Phillies 5 and the Cubs 2. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the opposing starter work very hard. His pitch count is high, so it seems they'll be getting into the bullpen sooner rather than later.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Ready for another chance? Didi Gregorius. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Matty, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. Gregorius, 30 years of age, is a middle infielder by trade, of course, usually a shortstop, but they've got him at second base in this one.
Yeah, Matty, this guy's got some of the best hands in the game. It doesn't matter. Shortstop, second base, you can pretty much put him wherever you want in the infield. Premium defender, up the middle defender, looks to help out the pitching staff any way he can.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that for a strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fouled away. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Souza's after it, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The center fielder, number 9, Jay Bruce.
Digging in, Jay Bruce. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Looked like that one tied him up a bit. A swing and a miss. Fourth inning here, already a 5-2 score. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. High in the air out to center field. Souza is under it. And that's the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Josh Harrison.
2 are gone in the Philly fourth, and that'll bring up Josh Harrison. First offering on its way.
Hey, it's been a little bit of a rough outing for this guy in this one so far. And one thing you can look at if you want to get really picky, less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
The windup and the 0-1. Lifted into center field. Center fielder on the run. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Phillies down in order. They're still out in front, 5-2. Leading off the inning, Steven Souza, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. Souza, a native of Washington, the Evergreen State. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. The 0-1.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
Hit softly down the line at first. Hoskins gathers it in, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Nico Horner.
Coming to the plate now, Nico Horner. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one.
That last at-bat, he didn't crush that changeup for a home run, but listen, a home run is a home run. This guy's awfully strong, and he can hit it out to any part of the ballpark.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to get him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
3-2, full count. Here comes the payoff pitch. Swing, and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. And Hoskins is there to make the catch. The inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They trail 5-2. Standing in, Zach Eflin. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Number 56, Zach Eflin.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. fouls this one off. And the pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
And in steps Scott Kingery as he'll send a ground ball down to third. Bryant is up with it. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Now batting, left fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutchen. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. McCutchen moves well on his way to second now. And that's going to be off the ivy-covered wall. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Now batting,
well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
0-1 the count. Harper behind with an 0-2 count now.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said that they're playing right into the pitcher's game plan today by expanding the strike zone way too often. Instead of swinging at pitches in the strike zone that they can do something with, they're often chasing at pitches out of the zone, which is resulting in a lot of their outs. Going forward, they have to start being more selective, guys.
Thank you, Heidi. Stepping up now, Jose Quintana. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Now here it comes. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. On, he pops it up. Harper coming on, but this will land untouched. Now another 1-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off.
Here's Javier Baez, as he'll get out ahead of a changeup and swing through it for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 0-1 on its way. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
And now a ball lifted into the air out towards center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, right fielder, Jason Hayward.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. First offering on its way. Hit sharply on the ground. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order, and the deficit remains 5-2. Now at the plate, Rhys Hoskins. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point.
Number 17, Rhys Hoskins.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Bit of an ill-advised swing that time as that ball got in on him. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Now the pitch. Slow roller down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And now a pitch on the way. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
To the plate now, JT Realmuto. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Hayward has a read on it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the second baseman,
Didi Gregorius will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. First delivery to him on the way.
That's a tough curveball right there to stay into as a lefty hitter. That ball looks like it's almost going to hit you, and it breaks over the inside half of the plate.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Fastball taken down the middle, and that's strike two. 5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. Two pitch is fouled away. Now here's the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Reined in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia, and it remains 5-2. Here's Chris Bryant now. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what is he doing? He shows up, Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
Here comes the first pitch. Fastball well outside.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
And it's fouled away. Fouled off. fouled away. Oh, and it's not often you see a guy like that flail so badly up there, but that was a great pitch for out number one.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate as he'll take a look at ball one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, one man out. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Two balls and two strikes to Rizzo. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Bruce at the track, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall, and he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Runner at second, one away, and stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. Here's the first pitch to him. I'm set with the 0-1. And he takes strike two.
Got to believe you're going to get some tough pitches in this count with the base open at first. This is where you have to regroup and find a way to get a good pitch to drive in that run.
Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch, 2 away.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Stepping in now, Steven Souza. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. And this is hauled in on the run as he takes quite a tumble but hangs on, and the inning is over. Final look at this tumbling catch out there in right field. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Standing in, Jay Bruce. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
Jay Bruce.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. The 1-2. Misses above the zone for a ball. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up Josh Harrison. No hits to this point.
Josh.
First pitch coming. Here it is. No balls and a strike to count. Looking at his career totals, Harrison is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. 5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Souza is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The pitcher, number
Into the
56.
box, Zach Eflin. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First offering on its way. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Strike taken up in the zone. And he takes a called strike 2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Ready with another 2-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Phillies down in order. They're still out in front, 5-2. Bottom of the inning now. Digging in the switch hitter, Ian Happ. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And it's fouled away. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
And this is popped foul off to the right and back into the seats. The next 0-2. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Pulled the string on him. Strike 3 swinging. But it's not in time, and he'll reach first despite going down on strikes. So in now for Chicago, Nico Horner comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Swing, and oh my, hit him with the high. Gone out onto Waveland Avenue.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Here comes the Philly skipper on his way out toward the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So a good job all in all this afternoon, and as it stands, he can only win this one as he departs with a 1-run lead. Victor Arano comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
64, Victor Arano.
Kyle Schwarber will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 9 homers and 14 driven in. And it's quickly 0-2.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Javier Baez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy under wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
Here's the 0-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way to do it.
First delivery to him on the way. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Now a swing and a deep drive to right. Harper looks up. That one is out of here. This game is tied. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His 2nd of the game as we are all tied at 5. This one has turned into a slugfest of Ruthian proportions. 7 combined big flies. You guys remember seeing anything like that in a while?
Dan, they're absolutely knocking the cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys
swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance, and it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. Chris Bryant leaves the yard with a solo shot. 8th home run on the season for him, and this one gives him the lead at 6-5. David Robertson takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning.
Number 30, David Robertson.
Into the box now, Anthony Rizzo. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. So 4 runs in the inning, but of note there was that they came on the strength of 3 home runs. 8th inning coming up. The Cubbies are in front 6-5. Dan Winkler has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Scott Kingery. He was a ground out victim last time up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups. for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Roll, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there, and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches. And if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day. And we saw that here this afternoon, the ball flying out at near record pace.
And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. 5 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. Hit back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. That evens it up, 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch. And he'll be rung up here by Clyde Washington. Strike 3 at the knees, and there are 2 away.
That's a big strike out there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
At the plate, Rhys Hoskins. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Fouled off. A 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. 2 out with a man at first. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Now the 3-2 pitch is a called third strike down in the zone. 1 left for Philadelphia. Still a tight ball game. It's 6-5. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. At the plate, Wilson Contreras. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Set. Here's the 0-1. Oh, and it looks like a visit to the video room may be in order after that hack. It's 0-2 now.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when this pitcher's missing like he is.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Left fielder,
So
Steven Souza Jr.
1 gone here in the Chicago 8th, and that'll bring up the outfielder Steven Souza Jr. First pitch of the at-bat. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike. The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike one. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
When a hitter is showing he's unable to resist those inside pitches, you just might as well keep going in there and hope he keeps chasing. Those weren't strikes, but he wanted to hit them anyway.
And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs as it remains a 6-5 ball game. New inning set to get underway. So striding forward now, JT Realmuto. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Ball and 2 strikes now.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth.
I'll tell you, it's hard to get more of a confidence boost than striking out the best hitters in the lineup back to back to back. He's looking really sharp right now.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. This ball will be chopped foul. Hits this one hard the other way. And that's through for a hit. Happ picks it up.
Well, this is where the manager makes his money right there. Nice at bat. Now it's a question of whether or not he pinch runs. Dan, as a pitcher, did it make you a little nervous when a guy had jets on the base paths?
Oh, no doubt about it. This is a very difficult spot. You're 1 hit away from getting right back into this game and tying this game up. You're going to have to really think about putting somebody on first that might be able to score on a ball in a gap.
He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out.
The batter, number 7,
Gene Segura will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. 2 out here and a runner at second. And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Contreras corrals it. Throw on to first. He'll be in time to get him. And the Cubs make it 6 straight victories now as this one is over.
You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
A 1-run game, 6-5 the final today. The Cubs put up 4 runs in the 7th to carry them to victory. Jose Quintana wins his 3rd of the season. Dan Winkler works 2 full innings in relief to record the save, his 1st of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. For Philadelphia, 5 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 30 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.
It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, the Chicago Cubs earned the 3-game series sweep as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 6-5. They now have 6 straight victories. As of today, the Cubs are atop the NL Central, and the Phillies sit in last place in the National League East. Robbie Ray collected win number 3 this year as the D-backs took care of the Reds 3-1. In other news out of Cincinnati, starting pitcher Luis Castillo is listed as day-to-day, but is not expected to see any time on the DL. So far, it's just diagnosed as lower back pain. Heading into the day, the Reds sit in 3rd place in the National League Central Division, and the Diamondbacks are in 2nd place in the NL West. The Dodgers allowed only 5 hits in the game as they plundered the Pirates 7-1. As of right now, the Pirates are in last place in the NL Central, while the Dodgers sit in 1st place in the National League West Division. The Cardinals combined to allow only 4 hits as they walked off to an extra inning win against the Marlins 2-1. In the standings, the Cardinals are in 4th place in the NL Central, and the Marlins sit in 4th place in the National League East Division. The Brewers hit 3 long balls as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 6-2. Entering the day's action, the Rockies sit in last place in the National League West Division, while the Brewers sit in 2nd place in the National League Central. The Mets sent 3 balls into the seats as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 5-1. At the start of the day, the Braves sit in 2nd place in the National League East Division, and the Mets are 3rd in the division. The Nationals brought out the brooms in a 3-game sweep as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 2-0. They are on a roll with 8 straight victories. As of today, the Giants are in 4th place in the NL West, and the Nationals are atop the National League East Division. Oliver Perez earned the 3rd W of his season as Cleveland took care of the Yankees 1-0. In the standings, the Yankees are leading the American League East, and the Indians are in 2nd place in the AL Central. The Tampa Bay Rays combined for 10 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 5-4. In other Royals news, 3rd baseman Hunter Dozier will be out of action for the next couple of days. He's got a strained hamstring. Heading into the day, the Rays are in last place in the AL East, while the Royals sit in 3rd place in the American League Central. The Toronto Blue Jays put together 10 total hits as they beat the O's in Baltimore 3-2. At the start of the day, the Orioles are in 4th place in the AL East, while the Blue Jays are 3rd in the division. Manny Machado had an outstanding day, driving in 5 on 3 hits as San Diego beat the Tigers 7-4. Entering the day's action, the Tigers sit in last place in the American League Central Division, while the Padres are in 3rd place in the NL West. The Minnesota Twins knocked out 10 hits as a team as they beat the visiting Red Sox 5-4. As of today, the Twins are leading the American League Central Division, while the Red Sox are in 2nd place in the AL East. The White Sox swatted 4 home runs in this one as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 7-2. Heading into the day, the Angels are in 3rd place in the AL West, while the White Sox are in 3rd place in the AL Central. The Rangers finished off a 3-game sweep as they took down the visiting Mariners 6-3. In the standings, the Rangers sit in 1st place in the American League West Division, while the Mariners are at the bottom of the division. The Oakland Athletics racked up 11 hits as a team as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 8-3. As of right now, the Astros are in 2nd place in the AL West, while the Athletics are 4th in the division. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.